Hello, everybody. I will wait for everybody to join this live stream on the new moon in Cancer. How's everybody doing today? Hey, I'm just gonna wait and see who is going to be here today in this new moon in Cancer. And for everybody else who's watching today, rewatching it, I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. Hi, Maria. Good to see you. Can you hear me well? See me well? All right. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Oh, I hear myself. I have the chat down here on the laptop so I can see what you're writing, so I can answer you back. So I don't really have a major plan for today, but I was thinking to do a little bit of a meditation and then to discuss the new moon in Cancer, so what it means and what the energies are and the intentions of today. And then depending on who's here, maybe in the meditation we can do like a sacral chakra activation, so for feminine energy, since we have Cancer energy, which is related more to the feminine energy. Hello. So if you're a guy or a man, don't worry. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Hello from London. Amazing. I'm in Malaga. It's really warm. My air conditioning was fixed and now it's broken again. So yeah, that was great. It didn't work. It maybe worked for 2 days and then it didn't work again. And then I have a fan and it makes a lot of noise. So if you see me here like dripping half the way, you know where it's coming from. It's very warm. And actually, I just came from the Netherlands and it was very warm there as well. It was around like between 25 and 30 degrees. It was very, very warm for the Netherlands. Where are you all connecting from? One is from London. California. Wow. How's the weather in California right now? US. Amazing. It's really good to connect to you all. Very warm. Okay, so I'm not the only one who's having a really hard time with the heat right now. Yeah. So how are you feeling so far on this new moon in Cancer? Like, I thought it would feel really bad because we have a square with Pluto and Mars, and I'm going to explain more about that later on. But yeah, in general, I feel quite good today. Yeah, I feel very empowered, and I'm just gonna see how it goes today. So let me just get the chart up. Do we have any Cancers in the house today? Ah, big changes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have the North Node with Uranus. Oh, okay. Wow. Amazing. You know, Cancer is the sign, you rule the fourth house, which rules the moon. So today is a really good day to pamper yourself, being at home. Another cat, amazing. So it's a great day to connect with yourself. And also, it's very extreme. Ah, from the Netherlands. Very nice. Fellow Dutchie. So we have this really extreme energies right now because we have the planets in areas that makes us want to act and be very energetic. And then we have Uranus in Taurus, which makes stability almost impossible, like a lot of unexpected changes for a lot of people. And then we have Cancer that's like, hey, nurture yourself, let's settle down, let's be in our feminine energy. So it's really about balancing both. So balancing, because Aries is more of a action oriented sign, right? And even though Cancer is very feminine, it's still a leading sign because it's a cardinal sign. So it still is leading, right? And it's opposing Capricorn. And we have Pluto in Capricorn. And I'm so curious to know what's going to happen when we actually have Pluto going into Aquarius, right? Because then there will be a major need for freedom. And we already had like a small taste of what Saturn in Aquarius is like, right? It's a restriction of freedom. It's about restructuring how we're seeing freedom. So, and in my opinion, with a lot of clients that I do readings with, like Pluto is quite dominant planet. It's small, right? But it's pretty dominant in people's charts. So um, it's on the last few degrees. So you can imagine if that's on the latest degree, there's going to be a major closure when it comes to old systems, because Capricorn is related to the masculine and like the old systems. So we're going to close that down and we're going to a more freedom kind of system, or we're wishing for more freedom. And you already kind of seeing that acting up, right? And we're really working on losing our egos, because Aquarius wants to see everybody as equals, as equal to each other. So we're going to see that we're going to work more towards communities working together, right? But with Pluto there, first, everything that's stopping from achieving that, right? It will be, there will be some rebellious stuff happening, some protests, right? And even, for example, in the Netherlands, we are seeing like protests when it comes to farmers. And for example, we have Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus is the sign of farmers, among others, right? It's a sign of banking systems. So there's a lot of ups and downs when it comes to money, like a lot of people seeing money coming in and money going out. So there's a lot of fluctuations. All right. So I'm actually ready to start. What do you prefer? Do you want to prefer to start with the meditation, or do you want to start with more explanations about the new moon? And then you can ask any questions that you like, and we can talk about different subjects. Just connect with each other and talk about feminine energy. And the interesting thing is that this new moon is in conjunction with Lilith. So I want to talk a little bit about Lilith as well. I made a video about Lilith actually, and I want to talk about that a little bit today. Amazing. All right. We're going to talk soon a little bit about personal, how it works for you personally, or I can talk a little bit about the signs, okay? But I want to start with this new moon in general, and then I can more or less tell what it means for each sign, and I will draw some cards as well, or do some channeling. Let's see what comes up. Okay, let's start with a little meditation, and we can do some chakra activation. I want to focus on the sacral chakra. I think right now in the chat we're mainly women as well. Or are there any men listening right now? All right, I'm gonna have my singing bowl. I want you to get like in a comfortable position, because everything falls together. Astrology is a tool to raise your consciousness, so I really want to help you connect to yourself, and we go back into alignment on this new moon. Fourth house is all about feeling at home, not only in a physical way, but also feeling at home in your own body. So I will just do a intuitive meditation. And for everybody who's watching right now, you can also watching later, right? If you missed the live stream, you can come back and you can still do this meditation. So it's timeless. You can always go back to it. So I want you to close your eyes. We're going to do this meditation together, because I always say together we have a stronger healing force. So close your eyes. And I want you to breathe in and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and out. And the next time we're doing this, I want you to breathe in. You're going to hold it for 3 seconds, and you're going to blow out all the stress. All the stress of today, all the stress of the past few months, doesn't matter. Anything you need to release, we're going to do that now. So we're going to breathe in. And 1, 2, 3, out. Okay, we're going to do that once again. 1, 2, 3, out. And I want you to put your hands on your sacral chakra area, which is around the navel. And we're going to heal any shame, any blockages towards sexuality. We're going to release a lot of this healing today. Okay. I want you to visualize a huge golden light around you, and it's circling around you clockwise. Clockwise, circling around you. A lot of golden snowflakes swirling around you, activating and protecting you from any negativity around you. And I want you to visualize your body, and I want you to see if you can detect any cords of things and people towards your navel. If you see any cords towards your navel that are impacting you negatively, we're going to now cut these cords. So ask the universe to show you all the negative cords towards your navel. And we're going to have invisible scissors cutting these negative cords. Everything that's not for your high is good. And we're cutting it now. So put the scissors and cut those cords now. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to dig deep. Is there any shame towards sexuality that you want to let go of? Anything that doesn't serve you anymore that you're ready to let go of? I want you to visualize bright white and orange light mixed from your hands on your navel, and you're going to clean out all the dark spots representing shame, which is something we carry through different lifetimes. Shame of being ourselves, which prevents us from embracing feminine energy. If you're a male or female, that doesn't matter. For men, I want you to also connect to your root chakra. For women, do the same. Connect your navel to the root chakra. And I want you to make a glowing red ball in your root chakra, which is around the pelvis. And I want you to visualize the line going up, 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 up. And now these two chakras are in complete connection. I want you to invite your spiritual team, your guardian angels, your starseed team, your guides, anything of the higher frequency, the higher order, to help us heal all our pain. And I feel some of you are getting emotional, and I want you to let these emotions out. Let them out. Just breathe it out. If you feel emotions stuck, see this bright light surrounding your navel, circling around your back, doing the healing. Allow the healing to take place. We're removing all judgment of ourselves. But if you need to smile, just smile now. Because life is beautiful. And if emotions need to come out, just let it go out. Let it come out. This is a great day to purify. This is a great day to purify your energies. and to release anger towards the other sex or same sex, whatever your preference is. Release all anger towards the opposite sex, same sex, any gender that you're interested in romantically. If you have any anger in your sacral chakra, release it now. I want you to push it away. Push with your hands, like push all this negativity away. It's time to clean up all these traumas. All the traumas. So you can nurture and love yourself again, fully. Embracing your inner Lilith. Embracing your inner power without manipulation. Nurturing without expecting anything in return. Unconditional love. And I want you to bring this up with your hands and put it in your heart. Put your hands on your heart. All this unconditional love. I bring it with me now so I can fully enjoy love without conditions, without struggles, full in alignment. Repeat after me. I am fully in alignment right now. I am fully in alignment right now. I am fully in alignment right now. Say it one more time and say it with your whole heart. I am fully in alignment right now. I will listen to my intuition and integrate my feminine energy perfectly in harmony with my masculine energy. I am beautifully aligned with my soul and my spirit and my physical body. I'm going to love it, take care of it, and share it only with people that I love. I allow unconditional love in my life now. And I know that I no longer have to suppress my sexuality, my primitive nature. And I use it for my creativity and my self-expression. So I can heal not only myself, but I can be an example of freedom to others. Because I fully allow myself to love, to cherish, to enjoy. Because I'm worthy of all the love in the world. And I want you to soak these words in like it's truth. It's your truth. It's what you deserve. What you always deserved. Even though sometimes you didn't see it and feel it that way. You're a spiritual being. Gifted like everybody else. Not better and not worse. Equally gifted. And all of you have a place on this planet. There is enough space for you to be yourself. And you're no longer giving your power away in order to be loved. You're going to embrace your power to love yourself fully, unconditionally, and without restraints. I'm allowing myself to speak up freely and to be fully happy with who I am because I deserve that. Let it out. If you need to cry, let it out, okay? There's a lot of emotions that need release, anger. Scream it out. If you need to scream or make sounds, do it. That's fully okay because you're being yourself now and you're taking the time to release those emotions that have been stuck and that you didn't allow yourself to feel. Because I'm telling you, you are so loved. You are so cherished. Love is endless, infinity, and without restrictions. Love is free flowing and beautifully aligned with you, with the earth, and with everybody around you. So breathe it out. Make sure to breathe in your underbelly. And breathe out all that is no longer necessary. Because now love can flow freely, easily, and without conditions. And you feel intuitively when you manipulate or are being manipulated, you are setting strong boundaries now. You're going to set strong boundaries now. Because you know what's right for you. Okay. One deep breath in and out. Make big sounds. And now I'm putting you all into golden lights with violet flames. Everyone who's listening. You're protected. You're loved. And you're good enough. Just as you are. Thank you for doing this meditation with me and my guides. I so appreciate you. So everybody, when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Take your time to stretch your arms and letting me know how that feels. Do you feel some type of release? So, I see more people have joined the chat, so I'm ready to talk a bit about this new moon. Okay, and I will. You're so welcome. And then I will answer some of your questions and draw some cards. Okay, also personally. So. This new moon. Okay. So what I talked about before, right? And I kind of aligned this meditation with what is happening right now in the sky, right? You're so welcome, Tracy. Because you are always supported, right? Even though we don't always notice, like we can always call upon our guides and then you will feel a sense of a release, right? There is some stagnant energy right now because we have Mars squaring Pluto, right? And Mars is in the sign of Aries, and Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn wants to plan and like wants to plan things ahead, and Aries wants to do. So right now there is a bit of a struggle between action and actually doing your planning. There's kind of a frustration, right? So it really depends where Aries is in your chart, right? And where Capricorn is in your chart. So there's a major frustration that needs to get out. And this is why I wanted to do an anger release in this meditation. Um, because we have Cancer, which is related to the feminine. We have this anger that needs to come out, right? And then we come to a sensitive subject as well of feminism, which partly I support and partly um, I believe that we are equals, but we are equals in our own way. So we have feminine energy and we have masculine energy, right? And as a woman myself, I tend to easily go into my masculine energies. And I always need to remind myself that I can't always control any outcome, that I need to sometimes be in my feminine energy and be awaiting and let things come to me. So there's a definite struggle today of finding balance between those two energies. We do have Mercury in Gemini, which is great because Mercury rules Gemini. So you're going to feel sharp. Your mind feels sharp. It's just that your body is going to do different things today because it's like a little bit of a contradictory energy. But it's a great day to write down a lot of ideas, right? Um, and we have on one hand, we have Mars squaring Pluto, and on the other hand, we have Jupiter sextiling Venus. And this is all about feeling abundance, right? Feeling very abundant, wanting to show your love. And on the other side, you want to control and dominate. And Cancer is like, hey, settle down, be in just calming energy. So today it's about focusing on what it is you're truly feeling, right? So if there's any frustrations that you feel today, there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for feeling these frustrations and they're coming from somewhere. So, and then we have the moon, right, in Cancer, and it's squaring Jupiter. And this means that there's a tendency today for overindulgence. I have this in my natal chart. I have Jupiter squaring Moon, and this makes a little bit of a bubbly energy, but at the same time, it's like overly indulgent. Um, and overly indulgent can, oh wow, okay. It's something that people experience with a very strong Jupiter placement, right? Because feeling super happy is like wanting to celebrate it all the time without limits. So people with like a full ninth house, or for example, Jupiter in the first house, they experience, or the moon or sun squaring Jupiter. There's no with a square, there's a tension, right? So it's either feeling emotions or overindulging without feeling your emotions. So there's always a tension going on. Um, so to work with Jupiter and not being overly indulgent, it would be good to try to find something that makes you happy that is healthy. Like at least overindulge with something that's not bad for your body, and then give yourself little breaks, because sometimes people want to hold so tightly on a certain schedule and then it's failing and gives a lot of frustration. And I feel that this is something that is happening right now as well, right? Like people feel frustrated that um, things are not going your way and you're trying so hard, but it's not happening. And this has to do with, I'm getting death, right? I feel that Mars square Pluto is bringing some type of ending. Some kind of anger is coming up for a reason, because something from the past, because Cancer is the sign that rules the past, right? If you have a lot of planets in your fourth house, this also has to do with your past and how the past is influencing you today and how you feel in your body. It's very often related to ancestral lines, right? And embracing them. So there are some endings that are taking place right now. And I'm getting the High Priestess. So, you've done this meditation with me, but you can also spend some time today journaling, because we do have Mercury in Gemini. So your mind is going to be quick. So it would be a good day to unwind and write down everything that you were frustrated with today. And I had some frustrations today as well. Um, and I'm going to be very open and vulnerable about it myself, right? I have Pluto on the ascendant, so I tend to control or be controlled. I made a video about it. And it's been a bit of a struggle in my life, right? That I tend to attract people that control me. And in the past, I controlled people, and I want to be more in my feminine energy, be more gentle, but not losing my power, right? So it's about finding your midway. And when we look at Pluto square Mars, it's about not giving your masculine energy away either, or your power away to achieve things. Maybe maybe you do something that doesn't feel right, because I feel a lot of stagnant energy, right? I'm not the only one feeling it right here. But I'm picking this up, right? From the watchers also, and from myself, that there is a lot of stagnant energy that needs some type of release, because maybe you've made decisions that weren't fully in alignment with what you want, right? And it made you feel stuck. So stuck in one place. So I have to read some in the chat. We have Aries rising. Right. Oh yeah, and yeah, Pluto ascendant in Libra. Yeah, conjunct Moon and North Node. So wow, it's about letting go of control, right? So it's really good today to do a big release on that. People usually have a good connection. So if you would just have Jupiter sextiling Venus, even in your natal chart, you would be naturally more flowing of energy without having the control. All right, so the cards are really telling you to rest right now. So some of you are stressed about financial issues, okay? Like I said, we have North Node in Taurus, and this has to do with finances. Taurus is the sign of stability, grounding. And then we have the sign of Uranus, which is nothing but grounding. It's about community. It's about thinking out of the box. So it's about everything not grounded. So there might be some instabilities in money, right? Money going up, money going down. I feel some stagnant energy. Let's release it all together. So think about abundance, how to make new money. Today is a good day to write new notes, and a new moon is great for setting new intentions and starting anew. Cancer is all about feeling at home. So maybe some of you are thinking about moving, or it's about finding ways to nurture yourself. So it would be a good day to take a bath with salt. And if you have flowers, or if you have like salt is enough. But if you can add something to it and wear a mask and nurture yourself, this would be a perfect day to do that. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm open and receptive. So we have a loose conjunction with Chiron as well. So there is a major part of us that's healing our childhood and our individuality, right? Because Aries is about individuality and Cancer is about past. It's about you. Mars in Aries is really about action orientation. The thing is that we have a square with Pluto, so we want to take action, but everything that's stopping us from doing whatever it is that we want to do is going to come up today. So today is this really confusing day where you want to take action, where ideas are flowing, but somehow there is type of frustration. So look where your Mars is in your natal chart. So, if you're in Aries rising, it's in your first house, means you have a lot more energy and you feel more empowered to take leadership. But it's squaring Pluto. So, what is stopping you from taking the leadership, or what is frustrating you today? And it usually stems from the past, Cancer. What is holding you back? Mercury is trining Saturn. So we have time to think about what is it that we are restricting ourselves with. Right? What is it you feel defeated in? So there have been some things. Absolutely. Yeah. Um, Definitely fear can be frustration as well. Fear of the unknown, for example. So Pluto is the planet that shows everything that's below the surface. So anything that's subconscious that we are not conscious about, we often project into other people. So other people are very often projecting something that's within us. So this could be that they are mirroring qualities that you have within you, or they mirror qualities. And this is, for example, with the empath and the narcissist. They are codependent, for example, right? So it's very easy to say that we blame it on the narcissist, which is a name that that is being called a lot of times, but it is kind of a problem of nowadays, right? People learned how to be so individualistic that the coherence is gone. But at the same time, it's a weird thing because there is a sort of a codependence happening as well, because they both are insecure. The empath wants to please and the narcissist wants to take. So, there's always some kind of puzzle. And this is one example, but we can also think about someone who constantly attracts someone who's abusive. And this could be because your boundaries are allowing this type of person in your life. And very often we do get a reflection where I see Pluto and Mars in a natal chart. Yeah, I felt like giving an example of that because I do feel there is a lot of heartbreak. I feel a lot of heart pain. um, so and a lot of boundaries that you guys have issues with boundaries, and now there's a lot of frustration of being hurt. And the first step is to allow yourself to expand and to be fully free and say no when you have to. So, like I said, when you have Pluto and Mars in your natal chart, for example, this can outer itself in attracting very abusive people, aggressive people. And a lot of times, what I see, and this is the same with Venus square Pluto, which I have in my natal chart, when you are so done attracting these type of people, you go from one extreme to another extreme. It's like, I don't want this to happen again to me. So now I'm going to be the one dominating. I'm not allowing this to happen to me again. You switch roles, and suddenly you're not the victim, you're the perpetrator. So with Pluto, there's always a complication of power dynamics, right? And I've seen this a lot as well with people who are being cheated on. They later on cheat themselves, or they go into third party relationship breaking up because they're so afraid to that someone is doing that to them, that they want to be ahead and have the power to do it before other people do it to them, right? And I know these are very sensitive topics to talk about and very difficult to face within yourself. And I had to face a lot of things within myself as well that um, when I grew up, like um, I did myself, I was so concerned with my own mother that I was a narcissist for everybody around me because I was giving everything to her and I had no energy left for anybody, right? So everybody around me would be too much. They would be like, "Ugh," they would be trapping me because I already had so much going on in my own mind, right? So for other people, I wasn't giving at all. I was just receiving. Um, and this is how if I would have stayed in this position, I would have not broken the family line. But then when I became aware of it, I went to the other extreme and I started giving, 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 giving my power away. I was like, I don't want to be this person anymore. I'm just going to give. So everything, when I stopped giving to my mother, I started giving to everybody besides me, which still was not good, right? So this is a huge experience that I know many of you are going through as well, that there needs to be a balance between give and take. So how much do you give and how much do you take? And do you want to control that? Or do you want to allow it to flow? Like, do you want to let love flow easily? So, you know, um, I'm still working on my own things and I need to remind myself many times, like, am I having correct boundaries? Um, Usually I meditate before I make a difficult decision. And before I make these decisions, I really want to make sure I'm behind my decisions. So I went from like not giving anything to saying yes to everything, which made me the victim for people using me. So it's about finding this midway where you don't allow everybody to come into your life. So you don't overly give and you lose all your own energy, right? Um, so this is a subject and that could come up today if you're struggling with boundaries, because it's literally about give and take. Releasing expectations. That's absolutely true, Steve. It's like giving without expecting anything back. And if you expect anything back, maybe you don't want to give in the first place. Sensitive stuff. But it's true. And I think we only can grow. It's always good to take some time for yourself. And you know what? If we have more energy, we have more to give as well. This is how we can nurture, you know? And with Lilith conjuncting the sun and the moon, manipulation is, you know, do I nurture to control or do I nurture to empower? So there's a lot of different things going through people's minds. People are, you know, it's like one moment you feel really good and the next moment you can feel different because Uranus with the North Node is shifting your perspectives. And, you know, depending on where your North Node is in your chart, and we're releasing, oh, I'm almost like releasing, I'm burping a little bit. It's also release of energies. So we're releasing Scorpio energy, right? And Scorpio is ruling the 8th house. It's about cycles, repetitive cycles happening. And Taurus is about stability, but Uranus is shaking things up. Yeah, so Jupiter, yeah, when you have Jupiter conjuncting Lilith, it's about not misusing spirituality or any type of religion um, for any benefit. It's about empowering and helping people with spiritual growth, right? Or helping yourself with spiritual growth. You probably have a really big interest in spirituality, no matter what you believe in. So it's really about empowering yourself. Yeah. And then we have the North Node conjuncting Pallas. And Pallas is all about strategy. So we're seeing the whole picture, right? So it's about how is my life so far? Am I on the right path? Like it's like you're suddenly starting to doubt yourself at this point. Am I good enough? Can I do this? You want to take action, but at the same time, something is holding you back. We have the North Node squaring Saturn. So it's like, what is preventing me, right? From, like maybe you haven't done the hard work. And Saturn is like, hey, you got to work hard to get what you want. Or maybe you work too hard. So that's also blocking it. So right now we have to be in our uncomfortable energies to feel better. All right. I think Tracy had a question. So nurture to empower, like feminine energy is very receptive. So it's about receiving without feeling guilty, right? And not, I'm not saying and uh, receiving and just receiving. It's about receiving and bringing it back, right? Or nurturing without expecting anything in return, which means I do all these, like I've seen this a lot of times that people give, 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 so that they hook you and then you're trapped. So it's about give, give, I constantly give, but now I'm not giving anymore. Now I just want to receive, right? So this is disturbing the natural flow of energies. Okay, I have the secret garden messages. So who wants to have one? Let me know. That's true, Federico. That's absolutely true. They can actually sense it. I mean, we did some cord cutting, and actually, I feel like a pull right now, like in my heart. So I probably pulled some cords. Like, yeah, I don't know if so. But it's true. Like sometimes we have to cut cords, and they can feel it, and they're trying to hook you back. But you know what? A very like a natural friendship or relationship doesn't need to be hooked. It's a natural flow. And sometimes some people feel sad, right? So it's like you're more there for them, and sometimes you're more there for them, but it's an easy flow. And it's about compromising that's so natural, right? Like it's about flowing with each other. Okay, let's meet there, let's do this. It's easy flowing, right? Easy flowing. And yeah, sometimes we have to cut these cords because people can drain the energy, right? And you feel depleted for no reason. And I'm very sensitive, like I feel so much. And I need to do a daily routine of cutting cords and protecting my energy so I don't fully drain myself and I don't fully exhaust myself. So, Maria, let's get you a card because I love these. And I know probably you've seen it already in my videos, but I think they're so cute and I think they're so nice too. So, Maria, oh, you got two. Present. Journey the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. So it's about living in the moment, living in the present moment. Beauty, dare to tender and strongly be vulnerable. Look at that. So, like you said, you're trying to be more vulnerable. So you're really working on showing your emotions. Like I think that sometimes in your life you struggle to speak up, like to say that what you want to say, and you're working right now between the connection between your mind and your throat, right? So to balance that and to fully embrace your beauty and not look at the imperfections, but look at actually the imperfections as a whole is perfect because there's no one like you. I'm looking at, right. So who's next? That's so good. Taking time for yourself. I'm going to do the same. I think after this session, I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to relax. I had a journey of 2 weeks. I did a trip for 2 weeks. So, Steve, okay. Tracy, I'll do you after this one. Oh, Steve, share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. So I feel, Steve, that sometimes you struggle with making choices, and I feel you're very closed off. So it's time to open up and allow people to approach you and love you, and that you are perfect as you are. Because sometimes you find it hard to open up and share your vulnerabilities. And it's very hard for people to see your true self. And I know it's a shield of self protection, but actually, like we talk about today, feeling in your intuition who's right and who's not is going to help you expand, right? So I hope that was helpful for you. So Tracy, let's pick a card for you. All right, so I got the same one as Maria. Be present, use the hours, don't count them. So I feel that you've been very busy. You had many things on your mind. So it's about making choices on what is most important to you. What is most important? I'm getting weak. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Wow. I just said it and then I look at this one, the second one that fell out. So you have to make difficult decisions about who you allow your energy, who you allow in your energy. Because sometimes for you it's hard to make choices because there are so many people in your energy field that it's almost like you're feeling a bit restless, right? Breathe. I'm getting breathe. So take it easy. I'm looking at this cup. So take a cup of coffee. I don't know. I want to say tea, but I think you like coffee more. But yeah, take a cup of coffee, sit in a garden or in nature, or, have some time for yourself. And for tonight, I would recommend you to have some candles and to just fully relax. So that's my message for you, Tracy. Irene Diaz. Oh, you stopped coffee. I felt like Irene. All right. Forgiveness. So Irene, I feel you have a connection with your mother that needs some type of forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off sweet scent. So there is some forgiveness that needs to happen for you to move on from a certain situation. Because I feel that you're attracting certain partners and friends that are very like your mother. So release, lighten your load. So it's okay to not forget, but it's okay to release today and really pamper yourself. Twilight, surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flower. So surrender to life and fully forgive yourself and others, okay? Ooh, a lot of release needs to take place today. For me, for everyone. Alrighty. Anyone else? Federi Toffel, do you want a card? She's my friend, Faye. She's amazing. She's a Reiki. She does Reiki. Oh, cards down. So, retreat. Never underestimate the healing of a powerful, quiet moment. So, it's time to retreat. Joy, make time for the little things today. So, I feel like you should dance in the house and have a lot of fun. So I feel you need to like, woo, like dance in the house and have a lot of fun with yourself today. I feel this is a great way to awaken the feminine energies and do a great release and shaking the belly. So we also have a Neptune. Yeah, today's quite heavy for a lot of people. Ooh, but we're all doing releasing today because I think together we can do a lot more, and I think that's the wonderful thing. And yeah, Neptune is also stationing retrograde, and so there are going to be some intuitive insights that are really going to help you. So today is all about healing, transformation, and allowing love to come to you. Love for yourself. This is Jupiter sextiling Venus, and also allowing to release any frustrations, anger, anxiety, right? We're also talking about anxiety, and allow that to flow. Right. So, teaching. I feel like we have some teachers in the house as well that are watching. Some of you are teachers for children. I feel we have some writers and some people that are natural healers. So I feel we have a full house full of teachers. People are naturally good at teaching people, psychologists, therapists. So, but also you're your own biggest teacher, right? We teach ourselves every day to expand ourselves, and Jupiter in Aries wants us to expand our individuality right now. Oh, wow. Yes, I'm getting again healer and protection. So the reason, I always just see who shows up in the life, because I always know that the right people come that need to be here in this live. And some of you are going to watch this later, but a lot of you are very sensitive souls, okay? So this is also a very good time to work on protecting yourself, right? Because I feel that some of you have people in your life that don't have the best intentions for you. And it's really good to protect yourself. And you can protect yourself, for example, by setting white light around you, right? And white light, white golden light, even better. And really cutting those cords. So everything that my guides told me to say in the meditation had a reason, right? It had a reason, because when you're so sensitive, it's very important that um, you keep your energies clean, so you don't always feel exhausted. If you feel depleted for a long time for no specific reason, you need an energy cleanse, okay? And you feel like now we're talking in this chat and having to talk with each other, that the energies are a bit lighter, because I feel a lot of frustration, and one of you has been going through a heartbreak lately. I feel one of you had a big heartbreak. Let's send some healing. Right? Struggles in love, which is totally okay, right? We don't have to get it right always. Violet light is really a protection of the angels. It's like, it's the protective light, protection for spirituality, brings you into higher frequencies. All right. Okay. When it comes to love, okay, you gotta like yourself first. Ah, I think I'm tuned into your energy, Tracy. So it's time to like yourself, right? and to have unconditional love. And this came up in a meditation as well, to have unconditional love. And we are on this new moon in Cancer. And we have Ceres as well in Cancer. And Ceres is an asteroid that is really about nurturing. It's about nurturing yourself, unconditional love. So really today it's about, what can I do to nurture myself? We have Venus in Gemini. So this is a really perfect day to write a love letter to yourself, right? Children, write a love letter or a letter of love to your inner child to heal it. This will do a lot of good stuff. Alrighty. So I think that's kind of it, what I want to share for today. I felt like doing a live stream. I really made a big list of videos I want to make regarding more astrology related subjects. So the upcoming time, I will focus on some aspects in astrology. But if you have any other ideas of videos you would like me to make, I'm going to add it to the list. And if you have some last questions for me, go for it. If not, I'm going to allow you to bring healing to yourself and to embrace whatever you're feeling. I think so too. Hi, Thomas. So, yeah. Yeah, the glowing always come. Well, it's also very warm here, but it's also the energies that usually start with the glow, and there's like beautiful team that is helping today, like working with higher energies. It's really beautiful, and um this is like something that I think is very important also when you're going to like a reader, that you feel you don't feel a lot of anxiety, right? And a lot of fear. I see you getting the job you want. I think you have to have a little bit of a longer journey, but you will get there. I think you need to have it very clear, and there is something karmic you're going through right now with work that you will learn a lot about yourself. Oh, it's very tough to write a love letter to your little self. I think it's tough sometimes. Sometimes I'm trying to visualize to hug myself. I was very like innocent child, very adventurous, like very playful. I'm still very playful, so that didn't change at all. When I was little, they tried to like um, in school. They didn't want me to go to the next group because I was too playful. But I was actually good at studying. I was just, you know, why is playful bad, right? I think we should be playful no matter what our age is. I'm still very playful. I think that's what keeps us young, like being forever playful. Practice makes perfect. This is for you, Irene, by the way. Don't give up. You're going to get there. Spiritual teacher, right? So be your own spiritual teacher, because eventually, I'm just a reflection of, I'm tuning into the energies and I'm letting people know what they need to hear in the moment. But the thing is that in the end, we have to decide. This is our Lilith, our inner power, our Mars and Pluto. We have to take own action and own responsibility for ourselves. Like, if I would, even with clients, like, I cannot, sometimes I hear my guides say, like, it's not up to you to decide that, because sometimes we learn about how to make decisions and how to take responsibility. But I like to give clarification on how to deal with certain situations, right? So it's important to, it's good to have clarification, but sometimes empowering ourselves is making a decision that we stand by. So it's good to have an extra person to give this advice. But I always say, never take other people's advice as the truth. Nisha, I think you gotta, like, really just nurture yourself today. I feel you're very tired. So it's time to really relax, and I don't know, it's okay to also watch series. Like, I'm not this person who says you shouldn't. I always say watch something happy. Watch something happy, like something that makes you feel good and relaxed. Be on the couch, be a couch potato. It's absolutely fine to be that. Okay, transform. This is for everybody, right? I got the death card before. We're transforming now. We're leaving anger, frustrations, old patterns. We're breaking through it, and we're doing things different. Alrighty, righty. So you're welcome. It's really nice to chat with you. It's a pity that I can't see you. That would be even more fun, right? To see you and speak to all of you face to face, but at least YouTube allows you to talk to everybody. So, but I think I did enough talking for today. This new moon, I think I kind of gave you the concept. I mean, as many people know, I do astrology a bit different. I align it with the energies. Like, when I look at someone's chart, it's almost like I see a story. So it's like I see astrology, and I feel that there's a story with the planets and how it's related to everybody, right? And this is what I want to tell you, that sometimes doing something different, right? Uranus conjuncting the North Node, like doing something that maybe is not according to the book or how it's supposed to be, can sometimes make you feel unique. So I know some of you have been doubting about some type of job or some type of choice, and you feel that it's maybe not according to the book, but sometimes being different is going to bring you what you're looking for. So don't have any doubts about, just focus on being unique. And this universe is just not easy, right? Or this planet, everybody's very hard on each other, and it has to be a certain way, and it has to be according to the rules and according to that, right? But all people that found their uniqueness actually brought something new forward. Sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zone and do something else that maybe is not according to the book or not according to what we are supposed to do. Sometimes we can bring something forward that's different. Okay? I'm getting, for some of you, you need to ask help from others. And this is my last message to all of you. Ask help from others. Some of you are doing everything alone. It's okay to ask for help. And yeah, cherish your time alone today. So do your journaling or watch says, be a couch potato, like wear a mask, be very, very gentle and sweet. And whatever it is that makes you angry today is very key to your growth. So any anger that comes up is a key to your growth. So that's what I want to tell you today. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate all your support and really everything. Um, I'm really, I feel humbled by how the channel is growing. Like, I couldn't have ever imagined that. But I really enjoy making the videos. I really enjoy speaking to everybody and sharing my own experience. And hope you can reflect that to your own life or absorb everything that you need to hear. And I wish you an amazing evening, day. Bye, everyone.